KDB. KDB.
NBA fans, the wait is over. Basketball is back, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is celebrating with an unbeatable offer. New customers can score $200 instantly in bonus bets for throwing down $5 on the NBA. Win or lose, it doesn't matter. You'll start the season with an instant dub. And with DraftKings parlays, everyone's got a shot at even bigger wins. String together multiple bets from the same game or build your parlay across games for a shot at making your payday even sweeter. Basketball is more fun when you're in on the action. Download DraftKings Sportsbook now and use code VOCH, V-O-C-H, VOCH. New customers can get $200 in bonus bets instantly for betting just $5. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook using promo code VOCH. The crown is yours.
Beats Planet.
And we are
Come on inside and get yourself something cool to drink.
going to jail for some evil shit that we did to Stafford and the boys. Boy. Skywalker Steele.
Let
me get a good look at you, bro. Okay, cool. Skywalker Steele. Boy, we just call it every single time with the media boys, don't we? Call it every single time with the social media characters, you know what I'm saying? We just call it every time. Listen, man, chat. I hate to keep repeating myself, dog, but I just want to keep y'all focused, man. Enjoy these wins, because somewhere there's a Cowboy fan hating himself. There's a Cowboy fan just not, taking in everything that's happened. If you watch my post-game show, I think I had a pretty good soliloquy there, pretty solid soliloquy there. It's not about what you did, but it's how you did it and the things that you changed and the rhythm that you found and all the new things that you're implementing and all the work that you're getting back to. That's what's most important. You know what I'm saying? Now, in real life, football math don't work, Will Steele. Football math don't work. Oh, I did this versus that team. They did this versus that team. So maybe we get some respect for this.
Nah, it ain't work that way, no.
That's
fact.
No.
No,
You don't get no respect.
time.
You don't get no respect for that. You don't get no respect for that. And I don't know, man. I haven't checked into Fox Sports. I haven't heard Skywalker Steele. I haven't heard today.
You don't find that suspicious?
I haven't heard nothing from that crew. You know what I'm saying? I tap into Stephen A. Smith. I try to see what he talking about. He giving us credit a little bit.
You don't find that suspicious?
I do. I just think what's about to happen, Sky. I think that they think we finna get whooped by the Eagles, so they just putting all their ducks in order, Sky. That's what they doing. They putting all their ducks in order, Sky. Now, I ain't gonna say nothing too crazy today because today is Rams Day. Today is Rams Day. I'm not gonna answer Blade Brown's call today or tomorrow because we're talking about the Rams both of them days. It's a pretty interesting week, Skywalker Steele. I'm gonna keep it neutral. But I know for one thing for sure, Will Steele, two things for certain. I know a lot of these people, these Eagles fans, right? They haven't watched a whole bunch of Cowboy football, but if I can keep it a buck with you, me and you watch the Eagles every single week, Scott. We watch the Eagles every single week, and it should be a fun week, man. I appreciate y'all for being here.
Hey, Bucky.
And this is just a mixtape.
And we are still using Blade Brown's dropping. We're not letting him tap into the phone. We're not letting them tap into the phone. We might let them talk this week on Wednesday and Thursday if the phone lines hold up. I just don't know what the technical difficulty was. I don't know, but we might let them tap in today. I'm being point guarded by the best in the business, Master William Skywalker Steele.
That's enough damn salt there, Willie.
No more Big Willie, my game is grown. Prefer you call me William.
What's happening, bro?
Man, everything cool, William. You know what I'm saying? Your weekend was great. We ain't got to tell him because that's your business.
It's great. Birthday weekend.
My weekend was great. We ain't got to tell him because that's my business. You know what I'm saying? Life is good. I'm showing great gratitude. I'm grateful. I'm thankful for everything that's going on. And I'm here to give y'all a fantastic show. Me and my partner in crime, Master William Skywalker Steele, a fantastic show. Me and my guys at the volume behind the scenes, man, the higher ups at the volume, we're going to have a conversation Thursday. So
Well,
pray for us. Pray for us. You know what I mean?
Hold on, Voch, mute me real quick. Voch, mute me real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Money. You bring American money.
Okay. When the hell did you upload that?
Today. 5 years ago.
Okay.
Shit. We'll just cut up all day. You know, we'll just cut up.
Hey man, it's a Victory Monday. You can't laugh a little bit, enjoy it. Which, by the way, I've seen some Cowboy fans couldn't. It's just unbelievable. But whatever.
You won't break my soul, sir.
No, sir.
You won't break my soul. I'll tell you what happened after the show. What's going to happen? So, all right, so cool. Cowboys put some hands on the Rams. You know what I'm saying? Put some hands on the Rams. Now, it sucks because, you know, whenever the Dallas Cowboys do anything to anybody in spectacular fashion, all of a sudden, the next couple of days, that team is trash and they horrific and they not good and they never been good. And even if they're a middle of the road team, they ain't good. You know what I'm saying? And I hate that, but it is what it is. We watched the film on the Rams. We warned y'all about what happened with the Rams, but we gave you a pretty extensive blueprint on how to beat the Rams if you watch Will Steele in the morning, Voch Lombardi in the evening, and the Koya that was with Will Steele on Wednesday.
Yep.
On Wednesday. We pretty much talked about what was likely to happen there. And boy, Skywalker Steele, man, Raheem Morris did his best, man. But what I noticed, and this could be an advantage, you know, because of home games, right? Dak Prescott took all the time on that clock to figure out what was going on.
Yeah.
He took all the time on the clock to figure out what was going on. He'll go up there. He'll talk to his guys. He'll move some fellas around. And maybe it wasn't the first, here we go. Maybe it wasn't the second, here we go. But on that third, here we go, Dak knew exactly what the hell he was about to do, sir. And I was like, look at him, that here we go don't even matter, Sky. I was like, they ain't even a real here we go. I would love to just sit back and figure out which here we goes is real and which one's not, but whatever. Yeah. Whatever. Dak Prescott was surgical. Dak Prescott was surgical versus a Rams offense. Well, pardon me, a Rams secondary, a Rams passing defense. The motherfuckers really don't surgicalize like that. Huh? They ain't a word for real?
It sounds like one, but I don't think so.
Teams don't really surgicalize that Rams. Is one today. They don't
get surgical.
Never. It's lies. They don't do that to them. They don't do that to them. But it's almost like everything that happened was some new bright idea that nobody knew was going to work. At first, I was like, oh, it is so impressive how the Cowboys are distributing the football. Terrible strategy. Feed CeeDee Lamb and evenly distribute that bitch to everybody else. That's how it works, Scott.
Facts.
That's what we should do. It's almost like nobody knew that CeeDee Lamb was a wide receiver one and we should just feed the shit out of them. Ironically, like they would normally feature Cooper Kupp. Why don't we feature CeeDee Lamb in that way and just target him? There's a difference. I said this on my show, Scott. There's a difference between forcing and feeding. It's a difference between forcing and feeding, right? If you forcing the ball to CeeDee Lamb, I mean, yeah, you can run into some turnover problems. And, you know, Dak had a fake little turnover with a little asterisk next to it. You know what I'm saying? Huh? With a little asterisk next to it. right? But besides that, we were surgically feeding CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
And when it was time for Cooks to get involved, let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all could be upset with Brandon Cooks all you want to with his 3 catches. But if he's running routes, pulling defense from everybody else, and there's a tough catch over the sideline, and there's a tough catch converting a 4th down, and there's a go route for a touchdown, that's a good Brandon Cooks day for me, Scott. That's a good Brandon Cooks day for me. There's only going to be so many targets in this offense anyway. You know what I'm saying? How I feel. I mean, what Dak Prescott threw the ball 29 times, 30 sometimes?
Yeah, I'm greedy though. I want a little bit more from Brandon.
I understand.
But it's a blowout, you know. So you got to think of like he got his 4 targets in like 3 quarters. So
3 quarters, right? It's almost like, Scott. And look, I said this postgame show. My favorite wide receiver usage yesterday was Michael Gallup. 2 for 20. That's it. That's a great day for as a great day for Gallup. Yeah. 2 for 20. We're not ignoring Gallup, but it's forcing and it's feeding, Scott. We work Gallup within the offense. Whatever Gallup gave us, that's what we took from Gallup. And it's almost like, Scott, we took 8 targets from Gallup and gave them shits to Lamb, and we surprised that Lamb did better things with them. I mean, Scott, and look, I'm not done. I'm trying to take one more of them targets and move it to Jake Ferguson, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But we're gonna talk about Ferguson in a little bit. The idea of feeding 88. We've seen it before, and that's our thing about Mike McCarthy, though, Scott. We've seen Mike McCarthy do it before. I know Mike McCarthy can do it, but can he keep doing it is the thing. Can we do it every week? Can we stack good days on top of good days? Can we have a week where we do some great things? You take that and you add some more to it. How many at the snap motions we did yesterday? I know you know all the numbers, Scott. What's all the motion numbers we had yesterday, Scott?
18.
I know you know.
They 18 times. They only did it 33 total leading up to that game. 33 total. They did it 18 times in that game. Wonderful.
And look, Scott, it's not like we was just doing it for some nonsense.
Mm-mm.
And it ain't like we was just doing it to, I'll see what your, coverage is or whatever. We was using it to create space. We was using it to misdirect. We was using it to actually give them off the ball, right? To actually give you the ball, right? It was purposeful, Sky. We like to talk about.
You know you like to get wet though.
It was purposeful, Sky.
PCP.
What's wet? Butt naked. Ew.
And it's been a while, since I've been under the same offensive administration. So maybe I forgot how long it take an offense to get going. But they was talking about all that PCP, and all during the camp, they were saying, we're going to get vertical. We're going to throw the ball down the field. And in my mind, I'm like, boy, I'm just tapping my watch. Like, when are we going to see this guy? When we going to see this play call and purpose that's going to get vertical downfield with some motion elements? I'm like, when are we going to see it? I'm tapping the shit out of my watch, Scott. My watch don't even work no more. I'm tapping it so hard. When are we going to see this? And we just roll out versus the Rams. Okay, we just
started in LA though.
Started in LA.
Started with the Chargers. That you saw them have a totally different purpose in their passing game concept after that 49ers game, and they needed to build on top of it from the Chargers, and they did. And you talk about the motion. I remember we talked about the potential uses of Jalen Tolbert on the roundtable. And I was saying, hey, look, man, get him more snaps because he can do more motion. He can go in the slot a little bit more. If you go pop on that game, Jalen Tolbert was motioning a lot in that game. He actually ate into Michael Gallup's snaps. It was a season low of snaps for Michael Gallup and a season high for Jalen Tolbert when all 3 of the wide receivers were available. So maybe, just maybe, they heard and they understand that there is some versatility to Tolbert's game that's going to help your offense, even if he didn't get a single catch in that game, Voch. But him being out there allowed you to do more motion, and just his sheer availability got. I'm not saying it's him alone, but it got Turpin open on a first down catch because he wanted motion, hustled his ass upfield, made it look like he was one of the guys that was going to get the rock, and it drew 2 defenders, first down Turpin. So more Tolbert, less Gallup.
Now, Sky, let's just play this game again. We've played this game before. We was close, but it wasn't like, definitive yet. But let's just play this game again. It's week 9. It's Eagles week. How long do you think it's going to be before Jalen Tolbert gets more snaps than Michael Gallup?
Well, we already passed the time frame. It's at the point where it should be starting now. Moore that might be a while. I mean, it might be injury or whatever because this obviously he got more snaps than him now. So if it ain't happened then, I don't think it's going to happen unless there's an injury. So I don't think you're going to see more. What you want to see is more snaps literally for Tolbert. Will he outsnap him? I doubt it because I don't think he's making that decision. I don't think coach is making that decision. I think that's an upstairs decision. So hopefully, at least Tolbert can get 25 snaps every game, meaningful snaps.
I think, and just hear me out, Scott, and I ain't even saying that this even is going to be a thing, but we just talking. We just having a conversation. I think that if we continue to see what these other guys can do, as opposed to it only take one game for you to go, I'm gonna target Michael Gallup 10 times, and then the next game you go, okay, my bad, no, I'm not. It don't take one game, right? I think we're gonna keep seeing stuff from Turpin, right? And I think we're gonna keep seeing stuff from Turpin and Tolbert. I think we're gonna keep seeing stuff from them, and I just think eventually Gallup is just gonna work his way out slowly but surely. I'm thinking like playoffs, maybe not playoffs.
From your lips to football God's ears.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like week, and I hate it even got to be politics like this. Right? But I'm thinking 14, 15, 16, that's Eagles, Bills, Dolphins, Lions after that. Like right around that time, it's probably not going to happen because I know how politics work in this thing. And we'll have a conversation about Marquise Bell and you know what that means for the linebackers and all that. But I would really hate for politics to get in the way of this thing, Scott. And it will. But when Turpin catches the ball, it looks different. When Tolbert is on the field, you can tell that if we use Tolbert, it'll be different. Every time Gallup touched the ball, there's a person on his shoulder. And all that tough catch stuff is cute, Scott. But it ain't sustainable.
He ain't even doing that no more.
It ain't. It's just, I'm just over it. I'm over it. I was watching TV this morning. Rex Ryan say, Gallup stinks. He can't even play. So I just wonder how long is it going to be before, you know, this goes away and we just put the best guys on the field. It won't happen. But hopefully I could just speak something into the air. But Gallup ain't doing it for me.
I believe it when I see it, but we all I think are in agreement here. You need more, not just Tolbert, but Turpin. You know, I feel like Turpin should be Tolbert and Turpin that are eating into Gallup snaps together.
And boy, Sky, I came a long way from damn Turpin, boy. Me and Turpin did have some conversation, but I came a long way with Gallup. I came a long way with Tolbert, you know. And we always talk about when you get more information, you allowed to change your mind. I apologize to Turpin, man.
Shots out. I mean, I think we forget. Bro had a high ankle sprain.
For sure.
After week 5, and that return, he hit another gear. I mean, look, they see him every day in practice, but if I'm looking at that return, I'm like, how can I get the ball in his hands more?
Yeah. As far as the offense goes, I think we have some more confidence in these go routes. I think we're having more confidence moving the ball downfield. I ain't ready to say that we the Miami Dolphins just yet. You know what I'm saying? It's baby steps. But we are pushing the ball just a little bit farther than what we once was. You know what I'm saying? And I just think we just got to build, you know, just keep building on that. Now, Scott, let me ask you a question game flow wise, right? End of the second quarter, the Rams score. Beginning of the third quarter, Rams score. If Kellen Moore was calling plays, do you think he'll try to turn this into a track meeting? The game flow will change. We'll go 3 and out, and the Rams build some momentum and almost score again. Do you think?
Stop, Voch.
I'm just asking questions.
We don't need. Let's not act like we haven't had long drives with Kellen. I don't even want to talk about him right now. So
Scott, I just asked a question. Scott don't cuss at me, Scott. I just thought that long drive was just purposeful, and I thought it was on time, Scott. And look, maybe it is, man. Maybe it is the Kellen ain't my cousin no more complex. You know what I'm saying? But Mike McCarthy, my cousin, right now, and I'm just giving I'm giving them credit. That 10 minutes, taking 10 minutes off the clock when the Rams tapping on their watch on the sideline. It was just a well placed. It was a well placed strike, Scott. It was a well placed strike, and Dak Prescott just marching on down the field. It's fair to say, right? I don't even want to say what's fair. I want to hear from you, Scott. What's happening with us run game wise, Scott? What's happening with us run game? You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying run game was like terrible yesterday because like I think Tony averaged like 4.5 yards a carry, something like that. But it just seems like we're back on the on Dak's shoulders again, right? You know what I'm saying? And we had a feeling that was going to be the case. But there is this effort to get the run game going. Do you think that there's going to continue to be an effort to get the run game going, or do you think we're going to put the resources on Dak? Don't fuss at me because I know your answer, but don't fuss at me.
You do? What do you think my answer is?
This shit's always been on Dak. Mike McCarthy says it's always going to be on Dak.
Oh, nah.
Dak always bail him off because we always go back to him or something like that?
Nah, he flipped. I mean, based off of the last 2 games, it seemed like it's flipped. Remember at the beginning of the year, he was like, hey, we're going to run the ball, we're going to play defense. We ain't been able to run the ball for like a month.
Yeah, we just can't.
You know what I'm saying? So you can either continue to be stubborn and run your head into the wall, or you can do what's working best for your team right now, and that's these weapons on the outside, Dak dropping back, scanning the field, getting the ball to these guys. As long as your plan to do it is adequate, you've got the skilled players from the quarterback position to the wide receiver position to the tight ends to get it done and be successful. And I think we're turning into more of a traditional West Coast team now where we're going to throw to open up the run. But it'd sure be nice if we can get the damn run to wake up. I mean, this offensive line ain't been great run blocking, but
yeah,
it's been rough. It's been rough the last month.
I'll watch the film whenever we get it on Thursday because the internet or whatever. But so whenever we get the film, I'll watch it and I'll break down the run game and really have that conversation with you. But just while we're on the offensive line, that first 6 to 8 plays, boy.
Yeah, I was shook.
I was like, man, I know goddamn well we ain't finna come out here
Fam,
and do this versus the rest. I know we ain't finna do this. And look, I was ready to just blame it on Chuma. And it was Terrence and it was Zach and it was Tyler's. I was like, I'm going home. But that was 6 to 8 plays. But the whole 68 plays, them boys settled down. Them pass protection wise. Run game, I gotta see. But them boys settled down, Scott. They settled down. Now, the big thing that we got from this is Chuma Adoga, and boy, we had a big no button with Chuma, which is madness. But Awesome Richards got in and got some reps. So it just seems like the football guys keep poking at at this leave Tyler Smith at left guard notion. I mean, they just keep forcing your hand, you know what I mean? Word on road is that Tyron Smith was going to play or thought he was going to play or could have played, but doctors held him out. So what that means to me basically is hopefully Tyron will be ready for you next week. But in my mind, if Chuma is hurting and it's not as bad as they thought it was, and Tyron got to miss another week, I would hate for this to be an Awesome Richards left tackle game.
No.
I would hate for that shit to be an Awesome Richards. But dog, how much more got to happen to you before we just rip the Band-Aid off and just put 73 at left tackle? That's my whole thing, bro. Like what more has to happen? And honestly, I think they're gonna roll Awesome out there. Let me cut off this.
Geez.
I think they're gonna roll Awesome out there, Scott.
It sounds like Tyron is going to be able to play unless he gets worse, but I hope. And I know this morning I was like, man, rip the Band-Aid. But for this one though, I'd like to have Tyron Smith out there. I'm gonna lie for this one. This one. But in general, I wanted to rip the Band-Aid off in the offseason, Voch. I didn't even. Yeah. Because
look, Scott, after this game, we got the Giants, Panthers, and all that. Like, look, go put Awesome Richards in them games. Let Awesome Richards play versus the Panthers and the damn Giants. Let Awesome Richards play his little heart out. But this week in particular versus them boys, no, man.
No, I'm not trying to see Awesome Richards out there.
I want
to move Tyler to left tackle if that's the case, and then figure out the left guard situation.
TJ Bass will just be your left guard, and if if Carter is out or whatever, if Carter is out, then hey, that'll help with your TJ Bass situation. I mean, they got dudes,
Bro, it don't matter if Carter's out or not. I seen Tyler Smith get whooped by whoever number 91. Like everybody run blocking wise was not good in that game. In the last 2 games. Let's just be completely honest here.
Okay.
So, they need to be better no matter who's in front of them, in my opinion.
Sure. I agree. I'll watch the film and I'll give you a 100% assessment on that. Brandon Aubrey, man.
Aubrey-matic.
Dak Prescott called him butter. I bet there's a lot of people confused on what that means, but people from our community know what butter is. So, man, Brandon Aubrey, man, he ain't missing, man. He ain't missing. And I feel like I don't want to get ahead of myself, though, Sky, but it's kind of hard not to get ahead of yourself, you know? I mean, Dan Bailey was the last sure thing that we had, and Maher was a sure thing till he went back to doing Maher things. I'm like, man, that's really who you were this whole time. You lied to us. But Aubrey kicking them joints. And every time he kicked, like yesterday, it was like a 56-yard or 58-yard or whatever.
Yep.
Aubrey kicked, and I was looking. I was like, "Hey man, he got like 6 more yards." Aubrey got like 6 more yards. So I'm just curious. And the head coach, play caller, coordinator, whatever, he got faith in him because it was gonna be one time where we was gonna attempt a 65-something yarder with Brandon Aubrey. So I'm just grateful to have Brandon Aubrey because I remember in the Greg Zuerlein days, we'll just lose a couple games because we ain't have a dude kicking properly. Mm-hmm. These games haven't been all that competitive. I'm talking about Cowboy games or whatever. We just get on this roll and a fast break happen and, things get tore up a little bit. But in the event that we do have competitive games, because chat, let's not fool yourself. It's coming. Washington Football, Wizards, Seattle Seahawks, Eagles again, Bills, Dolphins, Lions, Wizards again. I mean, those are bound to be close games for you. And you're going to need some automatic butter at kicker, you know what I'm saying? And it just feel good to have Brandon Aubrey kicking and doing this thing. Scott, did you have anything before I move on to defense, sir?
Nah, he's smooth, man. He's a smooth dude. It don't even look like he trying half the damn time. And I heard his long inside the star was 68. So that's why they were trying to get him to kick 66. I don't know if it was the Jets, one of those games. And then you had a full start, but it's one thing about Bones Fossil. He has a type when it comes to these kickers. He wants a strong leg. He wants a kicker he can care less for real if you accurate. Let's figure out if you can be accurate. But if you got a big leg, come on in and let's see what you can do. And the difference, I think, and I'm gonna say this, between Aubrey and Maher, we had Maher. Maher, we had him in 2019 or whatever, right? And he started off good, but he was missing a lot, and he's a veteran kicker. So we've seen him on his downswing. Aubrey's just out there playing with house money. You know what I'm saying? Aubrey, there's nothing to get at Aubrey. Like, you know what? I don't want to go back and revert to 2020. I don't revert to 2018. Nah, Aubrey like, man, I'm a soccer player. I ain't never kicking the NFL. So we just out here having fun. And he killing it, man. So shouts out to him.
Yeah. I think this offense paired with a kicker that you can actually trust. And I say that because I at least feel good knowing that we can drive 80 yards, Scott. I know that we can drive 80 yards, and we're taking strides in working on the red zone stuff. So shouts out to red zone offense and all that. But I know that we could drive 20 yards. If I know anything, I know we could drive 80. So if I know anything, we'll get to the red zone. If anything goes bad, I at least know we got 3. I know we got 3. And when you at these, when you at the end of the season and you trying to get hot and you on these runs, man, you need everything you can get, bro. You need everything you can get. So I'll take all those points from the kicker. Appreciate you, sir. Do you think Brandon Cooks is gonna ever get to the point to where we thought he was gonna be at? You know what I'm saying? Because I understand he may have a few catches, and those few catches would be big catches for the game or whatever, right? But target wise, do you think Brandon Cooks will ever get to where we want him to be, like a 7-8 target guy?
Oh yeah. He'll have some games where it's like that, but I don't think he's gonna finish the season as like you said, what we thought. I definitely thought he's gonna get bigger numbers, but I don't think this offense is dictated in that way. So, he won't finish the season that way. But there'll be a game or two like, there's the Brandon Cook we thought. But I don't think it'll be 8 of those games. That'll be Lamb.
As long as he keep getting
that'll be Lamb.
As long as he keep getting double-digit targets, I'm great. special teams and defense was fantastic, Sky. So let me see. I can't read my writing. Sorry. So if you score, right, and then you come back and you get like a Bland pick six or something or whatever, right? Let's just say you get a Deron Bland pick six, and the momentum will just do its thing, right? And then a Micah Parsons sack will happen, and then momentum will happen, and then DeGarrett, because I don't want to call him Sam no more because he acting up on social media, and then DeGarrett blocks the punt. And then that turns into a Turpin safety return, a big return, great field position. And that turns into a CeeDee Lamb touchdown. I called it like fast breaking. I ain't basketball guy. But that's just the first thing came to my mind, Scott. But just when you miss and we take advantage of it, right? If you miss and we just take it, hey, look, if you ain't scoring and we get the ball back and we return and you ain't covering us well on them returns and you ain't blocking Sam up front and you calling yourself picking on Deron Bland, games can get out of hand really quick for the opposite team, right? And I started to question myself, Scott. I'm like, man, is that something that's sustainable, right? Is that something that'll happen often? Maybe not every week it'll happen, right? You know, like, hey, we go on this run of 3 touch. We get 24 points in 2 minutes because of circumstance, right? I don't think that's something that's going to happen every week, though, Scott. But it seems like these things aren't happening by chance, right? Bland gets picks because he's a ball hawk. Sam get the block or whatever, but Bones know how to dial up blocks. Turpin is a return man. CeeDee Lamb is gonna get his targets, right? Like, so just in my mind, at first I was like, is this something that can happen multiple weeks? And at first I was like, no. At first I was like, no, Scott. But then I look at these components individually, and I'm like, shit, yeah, it can happen every single week. Go ahead.
I'm saying it has. I mean, in all 4 of the wins, or 4 of the 5 wins, it's been just like that. It's been an avalanche, a turnover, a pick six, a fumble six, a block punt, a block field goal, a drive for a touchdown turns into it has. You know, I don't foresee that happening for a whole entire season, but you're going to get into these tighter games. But I mean, if you ain't if you ain't really, really good, this is very possible to happen to you for sure.
Yeah. And it's just interesting, Scott. The one thing that's making me most sick on social media, and you ain't supposed to publicly say what's making you sick because then people just come out and do it, but like whatever. The one thing that's making me most sick, Scott, is when they go, well, what happens when your defense don't play good and Brian Anger don't punt the ball so long and Dak Prescott miss 8 throws? Then what's gonna happen? Like, bro, like where are we coming from with all these variables? Why do we have to be put in this box of what happens if your defense doesn't play well? Our defense just plays well. Well, what happens if you don't score on teams? Our teams score. You know what I'm saying? So why is the Cowboys being put in this box of, well, what happens when da-da-da? Because every team got a formula. Every team got a thing that they do that makes them successful. What if the motherfucking tush push don't work? Nigga?
Stuff has happened. Why are they acting like this hasn't happened before? I mean, against this very team the Cowboys are about to play, the Cowboys defense allowed them to score 34 points. Dallas just put up 38.
Talk to him, Scott.
This has happened before. This ain't new.
It's annoying. It's annoying, but I don't know, man. I'm just riding with it. Shouts out to Mike McCarthy and company. We made some changes. Hopefully, hopefully we continue to stack good days on top of good days. And it's not how you start, Sky. It's not how you start. It's about who gets hot at the end. And we got 7 more games or something like that. Before
10.
we get 10 more games, 10 minutes, cool. 10 more games before we get to postseason. And we are on this home game winning streak, Sky. I get it. You know what I'm saying? If we just on a home, if we just play better at home, let's just this game is important, and we'll talk about it whenever we get there or whatever. But this just makes bye week 1 seed even more valuable to you, right? Because you know that you don't play good in Santa Clara. You can probably play good at the Lincoln, but you don't even want a chance or whatever. But you know that you play good in Dallas, in Arlington, bro. Do what you got to do take care of business, especially versus these conference teams against these division teams. Take care of business, and if you can run the playoffs through Arlington, I like your chances. I like your chances, man, especially since we find out that Brock Purdy a fraud. But
11 in a row at the crib. That's impressive.
It is impressive, Scott. Did you have anything else before we move on, man? That's really all I had, man. I just love what we did yesterday. It wasn't what we did, Scott. It wasn't just simply beating the Rams, right? It was us learning lessons. All right, let's just spam CD. Cool. Let's get Ferguson more than what he had last week. Cool. Let's get the game flow. Let's get this involved. Let's do this involved. DeRon Bland just one more week at outside corner getting comfortable. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't beating the Rams. It was how we beat the Rams and the things that we did to get better from last week. That was what was most impressive to me. Go ahead, Scott.
No, yeah, I mean, just building offensively for me. The defense, I think the defense is going to be the defense. I was more interested at, we talked about this on the roundtable. Can this offense do the things we saw earlier in the season, build on top of that, do some of the things we saw in training camp and build on top of that? And that's why I thought this was an important game. It may not be important to the national media. I thought it was important for the Cowboys to be able to do exactly what they did offensively from a pass game standpoint. And that was to open this thing up a little bit. And I think you saw a little bit of, how we were supposed to do 70%, we're keeping 30%, we're not. It looked more like that. It looked more like 70% of what we had been doing the previous years, and then mixed in with a couple, slant flats, a couple one-step, two-step drops and get rid of the ball to mitigate that pass rush. So it was a good mix of things, man. Just continue to build on top of that.
Now, if we go out there and we don't do none of that.
Yeah, if you regress, if you tight, and that's why I mean, obviously this is a big game against Philly, but again, I'm paying attention to how we do things, because at home you can do the whole, here we go 3, 5, 6, 17 different times and all the hand motions and audibles at the line of scrimmage because you got the home field. It's not loud, so you can do all the motion. I don't want to hear no excuse. We get to Philly, they don't want to do no more motion because they're on the road. Because if that stops, you become so easy to defend on the road, in my opinion. So we'll see.
We'll see, man. We got the phones lit. Hey, it's 3:50.
The conference has been locked.
Hey, we got 30 calls in there, man. We're gonna go ahead and get y'all in. Here we go.
I got 2
Will Steele was ready. Will Steele was
You
ready.
kind of gave me a jump there. So you said phone, said, let me go over here.
I gotta go back to setting you up. I gotta go back. I'm like, yeah, man. Dak Prescott is good. Man, we just gonna keep building, dog. We gotta spam the same. We're gonna go to the phone real quick.
Right, exactly. Because I wasn't ready for real. I was on bank. I was on bank like 2, and the phones is on bank 8.
Oh, you gotta hit them button.
Yeah.
Now, one day, roadcaster situation, they're gonna have like a button to where you can switch between the banks pretty quick, and that's gonna be innovative.
Well, I keep telling you, you gotta get the other one. They have the button.
What?
Yeah, we'll talk.
I gotta call Brumley. Brumley, there's new technology that will aid me with my studies.
Bring me my road.
My road. The Lannisters send their regards. All right, man. My bad, y'all. I don't know who was first.
Can you believe I'm running that back again?
What that?
Game of Thrones.
You run Thrones back again?
Yeah.
Hey, look, but Thrones is one of the ones to where if you know how the end is, you can always catch something new because you know how it ended. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a good show to watch during football season too.
Yeah.
Kind of keeps me busy until I do some work. But anyway, go ahead.
Fair enough. I don't know who called in first, man. So we're gonna move it around. Calvin, what up?
Hey, what's going on? Will Steele, what's going on, boss? How y'all doing on
What's
this Monday?
What's happening with you, Cal? What you got for the show?
Man, I ain't got too much, man. I just wanted to give a shout out to my man Sam Williams, man, doing Gunner. I thought that was kind of interesting to see a 6'4", 250-pound defensive lineman on Gunner making a tackle and forcing a fair catch. But
I tell you what though, Calvin. I tell you what though, I feel like we saw that in camp. We saw it in camp. We was like, what's Sam doing gunning? But we just never needed Sam at gunner, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we saw Sam and Gunner. Look, what corner / receiver finna hold up Sam and Sam running at him? You know what
Can you
I'm saying?
imagine, bro? Can you imagine if he get a free hit?
Oh, good.
6'4", 260?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
On damn Tutu Atwell. Sam Williams got a 40-yard head start. Oh goodness. Go ahead though, Cal.
Is that due to Tober, y'all think, or y'all think they Sam was just a good gunner? They just give him
No,
a
it's
shot?
because of Tober.
It's because Tober.
Tober didn't play a single snap
Okay.
on punt coverage in this game. And same thing happened in week 2 where he got more snaps. He didn't play a single snap. So that's them just making up for Tober. And you can't put Gallup out there. Gallup's knee might be on the sideline somewhere. But anyway, go ahead.
Tober moving up.
Okay, and my last question I got for y'all too, man. What y'all think about the Cowboys changing their running scheme up a little bit? I mean, I think they're trying to do hat on hat instead of doing like the double push, double teaming the D tackles, and getting a drive on these boys. But I haven't seen anything that's going to transcend going further down the line, other than defense travels well on the road. So does running game, but I haven't seen their running game, prosper at all since since week 1 for real. I know the defense hasn't allowed a 100-yard runner. We haven't had a 100-yard game yet. So I'm very curious to see if it's too late to change their running schemes up with the offensive linemen, or it is what it is now.
I tell you what.
Talk about this.
I tell you what. If you deal with a gap and block the mic 9 times out of 10, you'll be fine.
So you guys saying Biadasz or Biggedish, he's not doing the job.
Well, sometimes it's the guard. Sometimes it's not on the center. Sometimes center is the help guy. Sometimes Biadasz climbs to the backside backer. It just depends on the play. But just 9 times out of 10, I just learned that rule: pressure up the middle, and you don't want free running middle linebackers. That's what I was taught about run game. If you deal with a gap and block the mic, then you will 9 times out of 10 be successful in your run game endeavors. But whenever we get the film, we'll watch it and we'll let you know what's going on.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, appreciate you, Cap.
Answer his question. I think it is what it is. I don't think you're going to switch up a running scheme in the middle of the season. You just have to improve on the things you do well. I mean, do exactly what you're doing with the pass game, right? They're doing the things that they do well in the pass game. Do the things that you do well on the ground.
Yep.
And obviously block better. I mean, it's been bad, but anyway.
Now, if it was Philly, they'd have went and got a running back, and they'd have went and got an offensive lineman. They'd have fixed. They
got Jeff Stoutland. All you do is look over and say, "Hey, Jeff, what we need to do?"
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's him and it's like Callahan, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, yeah,
right.
Yeah, them the ones. Like 3 degree, like 10 degree black belts run game dudes. Yeah. Fair enough. Big A, what's happening?
Hey guys, how you doing? It's been a while.
What's good, player? What you got for the show?
Not too much. I do want to give a quick comment on the run game. Personally, I think granted, I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and say I know the problem because I don't either. But I think part of it could just be you need to get a little bit more time because remember, the running back coach was out for since training camp or something like that. He just came back, so I might give him a little bit more time. Like maybe him and the O-line coach have to work together a little bit more to get the cohesion down a little bit better.
My only thing though, right?
Getting whooped on. That ain't got nothing to do with it. O-line coach being here.
Look, like Tyler Smith been down blocking since he was 12. You know what I'm saying? Zach Martin been inside zone blocking since he was 12.
Yeah.
Terrence Steele been comboing since, you know what I'm saying, since he was 13, 14, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Well, that's a lie because he played at
he
played at Texas Tech.
I understand. I clearly understand. At the end of the day, it is effort. If anything, running back coach, if for anything for deployment of the running backs, because as we've all seen all year, I think it's kind of weird way to deploy them.
Yeah.
Pollard going inside too much.
You know,
that much.
Please say about the running back. Well, yeah, I mean, Rico Dowdle getting like 6 carries or something, and Hunter Lipke didn't get involved until Cooper Rush came out there. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's up to them.
Yeah.
I would love to see some different running back usage or whatever. But we'll cross that. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, my only point I really wanted to make for this week. Well, granted, I guess for me, that I'm looking forward to at least going into next week because I know you guys we're still celebrating the win from yesterday.
Yeah.
But going into next week, I'm hoping we do not see a lot of pre-snap penalties.
Yeah.
On both sides.
Got to be clean.
We've been getting that a
big,
lot in away games.
Yeah.
It feels like a problem, and I hope that operation is a lot cleaner, so it gives us a better effort.
Yeah. Got to be clean versus those guys. You gotta you gotta execute versus those guys. You can't lollygag. You gotta run your routes. You gotta do. You gotta bring what you got, man. And I mean, they beatable, and we'll have that conversation. But they are a feisty team that hang in there to the end of the fourth. I give them that. So you gotta play. Gotta play. That's all you gotta be, guy.
Anyway, nice talking to you guys. I'll hit you guys up. I'll see you guys at the end of the week.
Appreciate you, man. Good call.
Later.
Yep. Scott, you had something on that?
Oh, which one?
Just anything. I just heard you giggling back there.
Nah, because it's funny how you said they are a feisty team. As if they're like 3-4. They
Well, Scott. Well, you know what I mean, though.
I know what you mean, but it's just funny the way it came off. Like if you just came down from Mars and you heard Voch Lombardi say, "This is a feisty team," they hang in there to the four. Oh, they record. What they about 2-5? 3-4.
But they're hard workers, man.
They're hard workers. Yeah,
smart players. Yeah, tough and physical. Nah, man. It's just that they'll be in these close games. Sometimes it's a one-score game with whatever team. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna say the team, but just whatever team. Cowboy blew out, but just whatever team. They'll be in these one-score games with, and I'll be watching. I'm like, damn, boy, they giving the Eagles some problems, but the Eagles are winners. I give them credit. They hang in there, and they beat these teams that the Cowboys blow out. You know what I'm saying? But they win though, and even if they turn the ball over, fumble, throw, intercept, they find a way. They find a way to win at the end, man. So hey, just. Our defense still lead the league in turnovers, Scott. I don't know. I'm just curious.
I don't think we lead the league, but
I don't know. Okay.
Nah, we don't lead it yet. I mean, it'd be nice if we could finish 3 in a row. That'd be something, man.
Yeah. Josh Allen gonna help. You know what I'm saying? Whenever we get a job, he gonna finish us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a couple quarterbacks that tops in the league in turnovers. They probably help us.
Yeah, guess what?
We got one coming up. Josh Allen.
Yeah. Let's get Joe Sandberg on the phone. What's up, Joe?
Hey, Voch, to answer your question, we are tied for 4th actually in turnovers.
Oh, okay, cool. Appreciate
you. Yeah, and you're actually having a few quarterbacks coming up that will help you with that.
Yep.
The upcoming game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and why are more people talking about Bland like he's one of those corners?
Which ones? Like one of which one corners?
Like one of the better ones that are playing right now.
You saying why don't people talk about Bland like that?
Right.
Oh yeah, I agree, Joe. Yeah, 100%, man. Yeah, Bland. Listen, man, Bland ain't just little homie on this team no more. He just ain't the other dude no more. He's making his name. He's making his name. You know what I'm saying? And whenever Gilmore gone, that's Bland's spot next year. Bland going. I don't know. We'll see what the Cowboys do or whatever, like team builder. But Bland has earned his respect and his spot. Keep him around. Make him a Cowboy for a long time.
Yeah, that actually would be really ideal if you can keep him and Diggs together. That would be fantastic.
Incredible. Yep.
And I really love what Ferguson managed to do, though.
Yeah. Hey, Joe, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something, dog. Dan Orlovsky said on TV today. He said, "Man, that was probably Dak's best throw of the year to Ferguson." And I was like, "That's a lie. Dak done made that throw 4 times this year. They just keep dropping that mud." But
he said what?
Dan Orlovsky said that the Jake Ferguson touchdown was Dak Prescott's best throw this year, which is madness.
Come on. He literally did that like 4 different times.
He's made this throw 4 times. I know. One to Jake, one to Hendershot, one to Schoonmaker, and this last one to Jake. Sure.
And Gallup. No, Gallup. It was Gallup, Hendershot, Jake, and Schoon. This is the first time because remember we screaming, throw the damn thing to Ferguson, not Hendershot or Schoonmaker, and I bet you he'll reward you. What happens? Touchdown.
Man, to me, actually, the 3rd and 30 is actually more impressive, but that's just my business.
Yeah. I feel you, Joe. I feel that was a good throw too. Hey, Scott, somebody called my show yesterday and said, "Hey, man, bring back T.Y. Hilton." I was like, "Nah,
mother for what?
For why?"
T.Y. wouldn't even make the squad.
What's that, Joe?
Sorry, T.Y. wouldn't even make the team.
No, I'll take him over Gallup.
I'll take him over Gallup. Over Gallup. But they won't. But he won't if they're in charge. He won't. Yeah. That's true, Joe. Appreciate it, Joe. Good call, man. Yes, sir. Yeah, man.
Vachi.
Oh, you paying attention today? What up, LA?
Man, you know what? I'm getting better with the roll call, man. You got it's a little bit of a delay, so sometimes you get some voice roast your listeners because we don't be hearing you ask questions. It's all good though.
It's all good, man. What you doing? What you swimming right now? Where you at?
Shit, ain't no delay on my end when I call into you.
Shut. Hold on, let me take you off. Hopefully that's better.
Incredible, sir.
Hopefully you can hear it.
Incredible audio,
right,
sir.
cool.
Go ahead.
There we go. Gotta keep it high quality, man. We had a high quality win yesterday.
Because you had the phone in the trunk.
I was real excited, man. Because I'm out here in these streets.
Yeah.
And it's been real quiet.
Yeah.
Like the San Fran people tried to take over LA a little while ago. Or like all little football seasons. Even at the little youth football games. These families that came out the woodworks and they pretended like they're real guys and everything. And they looked really human yesterday. So did the Eagles.
You talking about the Niners? Talking about the Niners?
Yeah.
Oh well, Purdy a fraud. Yeah, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, it was just beautiful to watch.
Yeah.
And as we've been talking about as the season comes along, like they are making improvements. We would have wanted them to be doing better at this point in the year. But I think you used the phrase spamming CD.
Spam lamb.
Yeah, man.
Spam lamb.
Yeah, spam the lamb. Like why not? Why not? It's just 1 + 1 is always gonna give you 2, and if you need 2, that's a good idea to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%, Mr. Wolf.
Yeah, defense flying around, man. I was just real excited, bro. Just about we are gonna be able to hit a stride moving towards Thanksgiving, and then hopefully after Thanksgiving we'll actually have some kind of physicality with our run game. That's still the only piece that we really still need to build on and everything. But what they're doing, if we're gonna, if the scheme moving forward on offense is gonna be the idea of what they were able to accomplish yesterday, then we should be fucking awesome. We should be.
Yeah, I agree. Appreciate you, LA. Pause, by the way, since y'all should be, to awesome. Bars.
I didn't catch it.
Don't worry about it. Scott, if I wasn't so busy with cowboy content, because that's really what I do, Scott. You know what I mean? I'm not these other people that tap into these others. You know what I mean? I don't do all. But I badly want to know what's been going on with Purdy the past 3 weeks. I would just love to know how do San Francisco beat the hell out of us? Maybe they use up all their magic points. I don't know, Scott. Like, it's fun to see them kind of flop around a little bit, but they did beat the shit out of us.
Yeah.
I am so curious. What happened from then to these last 3 games, sir? I'm perplexed. Like Blade Brown say, I'm perplexed, Scott. I don't know what the business is, but I am so look, and all I can say as an uneducated fan right now is, hey, well, Purdy a fraud. I mean, that's all I got. But there has to be something bigger than that. Purdy ain't that big of a fraud.
Yeah, their defense isn't what it was before. Who was last? D'Amico Ryans.
Yeah,
saw somewhere where they gave up over 350 yards like one time over the last couple seasons, something crazy like that, and they've already done it like 4 times or something like that this year. So, the defense ain't what it was. Look, Purdy, young second year quarterback. It was bound that this would happen at some point. I wish it would have happened week 5, but yeah.
Boy, how great of a time would that be?
Oh man, he waits till after the fact. And then it don't help. My man got concussed and came right back in and then got his head knocked off and got right back up. Like, what are we doing? We want a Tua thing again. But hey, I ain't complaining. I ain't finna break it down either. Keep doing what you're doing, San Fran.
Hey,
keep
play on, player.
Play on, player.
Let me tell you something, man.
Play your way right out the playoffs.
Yo, Sky, look, I was like, hey, man, if we can find a way to get the 49ers to like the 4th seed and make them play, if they get to the 9th,
miss it.
If they just go, just leave. Just leave. Look, who they got? Let me think about it for a second. So we got 7 teams in the NFC.
Uh-huh.
You got your first 4.
Yeah.
Let's just say Seattle wins the West, right? 49ers continue to plummet just a little because Seattle's first place right now. So let's just say Seattle gets that.
But it's 7 seeds, bro. You know they're gonna find a way to get in there.
What second team can beat the 49ers out and wins? It ain't gonna be Green Bay, Minnesota, or Chicago.
Bro, they just lost to the Vikings, and the Browns with PJ Walker. So I mean, anybody can clearly beat them.
I know.
I'd just rather them not be in the playoffs at all. How about that?
You know how lit I would be if the 49ers just don't go. If they just don't go, like there won't be a second team from the South.
They've turned into our Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs.
Yeah, and then it's Cowboys and Eagles. So yeah, they'll find a way to get in there.
We got to get there first, right? We got to the last 2.
Sky, we gonna come on.
No, I'm not doing that because they ain't showing me they can win 2 in a row. So I ain't doing that.
Batch is that's fair.
You've been doing that since I met you. I've been trying to tell your ass, let's win a couple first.
Because you happy with mediocrity, Voch. And that shows for the type of person that you are. That's who you are, Voch. As I
hit this, that should be the next merch shirt.
Yeah, just
a dashboard.
A hand dabble.
A hand on dashboard.
Dabble. All right, man. Let's get these last 2 calls in. Jack, what's good with you, sir?
Yay, Voch. What's up? Long time, man. It's been about a week and some change.
It's been like 5 days. What's up? So Jack,
been long for me.
Yeah, I feel. I feel.
What's hell?
You're.
Hey, Scott, I called you after. How y'all doing? I just want to know how y'all doing. Good. I ain't checked on y'all.
Good. Oh man, life. I'm grateful. I can't complain.
Life is awesome and amazing. As my daughter would say, it's awesome sauce. You know what I'm saying?
That's precious. That's
now,
precious.
With all the pleasantries out the way.
Yeah.
With all the pleasantries out the way.
Yeah.
With all due damn disrespect.
Mm.
Who the hell they think these Eagles is, man? We dropped 40 on them last time we played them. What they talking about?
Hey man, Gardner Minshew play safety, man. Gardner Minshew play safety.
Sam Howell just put up 400.
Yeah, Sam dropped 400.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And last week, remember I called you, Scott, and I told you if they allowed Dak to use his legs, because that's the Dak that we used to.
Sure. Yeah.
And I got a hypothesis as well.
I'm sorry, you got a what?
You got a hypothesis, man.
I got a hypothesis.
Ain't that when the number no, it's a hypotenuse. No, go ahead.
Yeah. You got an explanation about you.
Okay, you got an idea. You got an idea. Go ahead.
I believe, because you said something yesterday on your pregame show. You said that Dak had longer time at the line to look to see what he had to see.
Yes,
if it wasn't on the first, here we go.
Yes, sir.
If it wasn't on the second, here we go.
It was on the third.
It was on the third.
Yes,
and I believe that Mike McCarthy gave Dak one play. And he says, if you need the audible, you know the playbook, do what you got to do. So that's why he took his time and said, okay, all right, Mike, I ain't going to go with this call, Mike. I got something for him. Touchdown to CeeDee. Hey, Mike, I'm going to roll out to the right if the pressure comes. CeeDee going to trail me. I got it. We drew that up in mini camp. Boom, CeeDee. When he needed to get out the way, he got out the way instead of staying stationary because that's not who Dak is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we had purpose. We had the presence of mind to be the hammer, not the nail. We chased adversity. In the beginning of the game, with those first 2 sacks, we could have died and said, you know what? Aaron Donald going to fuck this game up for us. But we came back. We had a 9-minute drive, took it, and we scored on the next 3 drives. Then we had defense. Then we had a defensive touchdown. I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm just saying. Stop believing what these channels is saying. Stop believing. Oh, wait. Shit. God damn it. Hey, who leads the league in turnovers?
Like turnover, like takeaways or like turnovers?
Jalen Hurts. Both categories.
Okay, shit. Jalen Hurts.
Interceptions and giveaways.
Damn.
But you know what they said? They said, "Oh, we'll excuse it because he got to the Super Bowl last year." That was last year. What he playing like now? I mean, they keep reverting back to last year, and they talk about Dak, how Dak lost games. Bro, we only lost 5 games last year.
But look, Jack, I sincerely feel like the Eagles should be number 1 in everybody power rankings right now. I do sincerely feel that.
I mean, they should because they 7-1.
Yep, they win the games. Yep,
they 7-1.
Yep,
they beat the teams like you said that we blown out, like beat the shit out of. Like they owed us $120. Like they ain't pay us
specifically $120.
Somebody owe Jack $100.
But Jack bet somebody he is somebody else.
I bet they do. I'm on my way to go pick it up right now. I'm on my way to go pick that up right now.
Knew that.
Let them not have it when I get there. I got my boots on.
Don't get arrested.
What's happening?
Don't get arrested, sir. But yeah,
nah, that's cold word. That's cold word. When you say you got your boots on, you know what you do with your boots. All right, say left.
You walk away peacefully.
Yeah. Y'all get when they say times hard, what you do? You got to strap your boots up, right? Oh, all right. I got my boots on.
Fair enough.
At the end of the day, fellas, my water tastes immaculate. My water tastes like it just came from the sky. Like God said, let it rain, and that first drop filled my cup up, and man, it's ever so delicious. And the cognac on the side don't help too. You know what I'm talking about?
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Always a pleasure. Always love. And if ain't nobody got you, Jack got you, bitch. You know what I mean?
Salute Jack.
You know Jack rehearsed the outros, man. You know he rehearsed the outros.
The laugh too, right?
Jack got you, baby. Yes, the Dallas Cowboys beat the LA Rams as if the Rams owed us $126.45 for sure. 100%.
Somebody owed Jack, bro. Go ahead.
Somebody, yeah. Jack. Boy, the feds finna be calling me. This show is evidence now. This episode is evidence.
Breaking news: there's been a stomping up in New York. Timberland boots.
The black Timberland boots. Adrian, I know I just clicked your name. Pause up. Sky, one thing that we didn't talk about was Dak's legs, right?
Yeah.
Love it. As long as you sliding.
And he did.
Yep.
He's sliding, getting out of bounds. He's being very Russell Wilson-esque in his prime.
Hey, wins will change your mind, though, Sky. You know what I'm saying? Because once upon a time, Jerry Jones was not rocking with all that running, boy, because Dak was an investment.
I think this is Dak. I don't think this is Jerry.
I agree now.
The running in the red zone, Jerry probably say dial that shit down. But Dak came out of that game, he said in week 5, and was like, we're purposely preparing for a scramble. Not saying they don't prepare for it, but right, like this is something that's an emphasis now since that game. So
what I'm saying is Jerry wasn't rocking with it at first, but after the Chargers game, Jerry had the interview or whatever. They say, "Yo, Jerry, what you think about Dak running?" Say, "Hey, man, I like when Dak get gritty like that. I like when he start running around and boom, boom, boom." So I find that interesting where that big change came from. But you're absolutely right. Dak is purposefully implementing that into his game. And I think in his post-game press conference or whatever, he was all like, "Hey, man, like this could help us. This is something that can help us, right?" And nobody's thinking of Dak Prescott as some like Lamar Jackson type character. But if your legs can
this is much more McNair.
For sure. If your legs can get you first, Jeff Garcia, if your legs can get you a first down when you like if it's wide open, get you a first down. Or the idea that you've gotten a few first downs scrambling, that affects the defense and it opens up passing.
Yeah, that's how you got the touchdown to Lamb, the second one. He scrambled out. The safety abandoned his responsibility, thinking that Dak was about to run, and wide open is Dak. And he's done it in back-to-back games. And as long as he keeps doing that, I mean, he'll have opportunities against the Eagles coming up.
Because when you trying to win a championship, you need every single weapon you got. You need everything. And Dak being able to move around a little bit. Now look, this ain't Mississippi State number 15 Randy Coach. This ain't him. But I was there. I was outside when that happened. But
he don't need to be that.
He ain't got to be that, Sky. Just give me the same thing I said with Brandon Cooks, right? First downs are huge plays. First downs are huge plays. And if you run 5 times and 3 of them are first down, third down, first down conversions, that's a successful running day for me, sir. Successful. So I take that every day of the week, especially when they giving you the run lane. Because they used to give Dak the run lane, and he just wouldn't run. I'm running now. 2, 3, 4, 5 times a game. I'll take it. Now let's get Adrian on the phone, see what he's talking about. I apologize, Adrian. What's up, sir?
It's your show, man. I'm just joining.
Well, that is true. It's my shit. It's my shit, y'all. It's my shit. No. I appreciate your kind words, and I humbly apologize for clicking on to you and clicking off for you, Adrian. My bad. But you're here now, so thank you for tuning in so much. Appreciate your support. What you got for us, Adrian?
My pleasure. So I do think that, I think Dak is trying to make sure that he's just keeping the offense moving, like you said earlier. And that one thing that I would hope that we can get figured out is that Rico Dowdle's more of a first down running back versus a third down running back. Because if you're going to be running Rico, it's better to run Tony outside Rico up the middle, because it just seems like Tony's getting wore out in the middle, because
he getting what
Zeke used to do.
Adrian, he getting what?
He getting wore out running in the middle.
He getting wore out. I love that, Adrian. Adrian didn't say worn out. He getting wore out in the middle. I agree, Adrian. He getting his ass wore out in there. Go ahead.
I'm just hoping we can make that change, because again, we want Tony to be running like Tony in the postseason than the versus running like Zeke in the regular season.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, if we are to try to add another running back in free agency, I'd rather us go get a Leonard Fournette than a Derrick Henry, because Derrick Henry's going to be more expensive, and I'd rather have more of a bruiser than a. I know Derrick Henry has a stiff arm; he's a hard runner, but he can get caught in the backfield a few times if he doesn't get a running lane. He's like an airplane. He needs a runway to get it going. So. Yeah. I just need someone who can bruise versus someone that can just run straight.
Yeah. I guess. You said Derrick Henry had a stiff arm.
Stiff arm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's a running back.
I'm not talking about he has a stiff arm. He has the stiff arm.
You said what?
He says, "Yeah, I got you. Hey, man, I don't think we gonna. I do. If I had to guess, there was probably like a phone call made, because this rumor had to have come from somewhere. Like, where there's smoke, there's fire, and it's a lot of fire around this Derrick Henry talk. So it got to come from somewhere. But I don't think that's.
Bro, it's the trade deadline.
Yes, trade deadline. Yeah, that's trade deadline. So it is.
I mean, if there was any Titans that I would want us to go after, probably be Jeffrey Simmons.
Yeah, but
DeAndre Hopkins.
I like that shit. Linebacker.
Hey, yo, Adrian, funny part about it, man, I was like, man, it's trade deadline, dog. Ain't nobody trading these studs nowhere. And
the Titans don't have a quarterback, and I mean, Jeffrey Simmons he's an older defensive tackle. I think that they
want
be
picks,
okay
bro.
with
Bro, he just got the bag. They ain't trading for that, man.
They want picks, bro. They want picks, man.
I'm just saying, I'd love to see it.
Oh, of course.
American Dream, Canning.
I mean, I'd love to get Aaron Donald here, bro.
Give me Myles Garrett, dog.
Give me Vontae Adams, man.
Yeah, go get me Myles Garrett, and we'll go ahead and seal this thing up real good. We'll go ahead and make this W. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I guess the last thing is that,
Am I tripping, or did he say that Derrick Henry was not a bruiser?
I know I put a super chat about earlier this year, but I told you that either Jalen Hurts was going to get injured from running too much or throw interceptions. I guess he decided to do both, because he's hobbling and he's still giving the ball away.
Well, I don't think Jalen Hurts is all that hurt. I think he's as hurt as everybody is hurt. He turned the ball over though, but apparently when you go to a Super Bowl, you can do whatever you want. So it is what it is, man. Adrian, appreciate you, man. Good call.
Yes, sir.
Good call. Good call. Good. Now look, Sky, it's funny because everybody in the chat was like pausing me. They was like, and I don't know what they was pausing me about. But then the Derrick Henry thing happened, and I was like, what? I was like, why are they pausing me? But then the Derrick, I was so confused, Sky.
I was confused because I don't even know if anybody caught that. Did he say that he's not a bruiser?
No, he didn't say that.
I think he said that.
I think he said Tony.
He said, I'd rather have a Leonard Fournette type than because he's a bruiser than Derrick Henry. And I'm like, wait, what?
Well, that'll be nonsense if he said that.
Right.
that'll be some BS if he said that.
That's why I came on the screen. Like, I know he ain't say that. He said he needs a runway. And that's true. Like, you get Derrick Henry, getting some, downhill. That's what makes him special is he's huge, right? Like, he's a tank. He's a freaking truck. But if you just going to put him in shotgun and then just hand the ball and then not create any lanes, it's not going to be pretty, man. It's not going to be pretty. So if you get him, I do think you have to get back under center or you have to at least get him out in space as well because it's Derrick Henry, right? I mean, we talking about one of the best rushers of this generation.
I'll take it, though.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I mean, if we get him, hell, we all going to celebrate. But don't get him in here and then run him 6 times out of shotgun and that's it. And then Tony Pollard get 12 carries and that's it. Like, you got to switch it up.
Don't use him like Jets using Dalvin Cook right now. Dalvin trying to get up out of there. Anyway, Subas.
You bring American money.
You think we'll make any moves at the deadline, Sky? You think we'll do anything?
Man, Jerry said some old weird stuff after the game. He was like, "Oh, we ain't doing nothing." I'm like, why would you say that? Maybe he is. So I think they will pick up the phone. They'll make calls, and if something happens, it'll be more of the Jonathan Hankins variety.
And I'd take that, but
I'd love to be. I'd love for a splash move for sure. I'd love that.
Can I tell you how impressed I was by Tyler Smith's performance in pass protection, especially against the all-universe Aaron Donald? On 13 snaps against Aaron Donald in pass protection, Smith only gave up 1 pressure. Huge key for Smith is how quick he was getting out of his stance and to his spot. Okay, whenever we get a film, we'll talk about it. John owning, flexing film guy. Subas. You bring American money? Go ahead.
I saw somebody say Henry creates his own lanes. Look, guys, like, I don't care who you are. You still need some adequate blocking, man. I mean, there's a game where Henry averaged less than 2 yards per carry. If he's creating his own lanes, he would never do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be able to give a running back something to work with from time to time. Now, you get on the goal line, then you get one of those big bruisers and you create the touchdown. But you can't ask your running back to create your own lanes all freaking game, bro. Can't do it.
On the volume side, Stephen Wade dropped 5 and says Cowboys should trade for Patrick Surtain and trade him after the season for better picks. Scott, what you think about getting all pro? Third-year player, Pat Surtain?
I'd love it.
After this year, you got to trade him after this. Well, you'll get him this year. You go on your run, but instead of bringing him back with Bland and Diggs, you trade him and get picks back.
Bro, this is somebody just got done playing Madden. That's what happened.
But what if those guys? Yeah, that's your place, man. Appreciate Stephen Wade. That's they ain't gonna have my guy. And somebody else said some whooping that ass so bad. Okay, yeah, that was yesterday. Appreciate you, volume side. On the Vite side, shouts out to Alex, the Eagles fan, man. He been here, he been active. Alex don't never go away, man. That's why I respect him. Alex don't go away. He just show up and he kick it and he be chilling. Gotta respect it. Let's read these supers on the Vice side, though. The 30th. You got a little traction over here. Paul Bracamonte dropped a 5 and says, Vach, you're not going to believe this 4-letter network said we win by too much and we're not ready for close games like the Eagles are. You a damn lie. They ain't say that. Paul, who said that? You ain't got to super chat it, but just put in the comments. Who said that? That the Cowboys been winning by such a large margin that we don't know what it's like to win a close game, like the Chargers. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Appreciate you, Paul. Andre Robinson dropping 5 and says, cousin Mike need to stop playing and give 40-ounce 10 carries per game, fam. Salute.
I don't know about all that.
Rico can get them.
Yeah, Rico. Yeah.
Rico get 10 carries. I deal with that. 10 carries, couple catches for Rico. Oh, Cowherd saying it? Oh, well, I'm not about to get fired, but shit, he got a point. He got a point. Hey, man, it's the contract season, Sky. Hey, Cowherd got a point.
Almost said something. I'll tell you off air.
Yeah. Hey, but
I won't be next.
Hey, but Cowherd on to something, dog. Appreciate you. Jordan Smith drop 5 says Lord Brunson just said Hurts and Mahomes are allowed to have 8 interceptions because they took their franchise somewhere.
I don't know why y'all are.
Shouts out to Brunson, man. Brunson really one of the smartest people on the internet.
Oh, he is
brilliant.
Just look, he knows what he's doing.
He's brilliant. He
don't believe half the shit he talking about.
Oh, he's brilliant. He's brilliant. Fantastic character, man. Fantastic character. Great antagonist for you guys. Shouts out to Brunson though. Sushi 817 drop 5 and says going through a lot of y'all. He said, okay. Sushi said going through a lot, y'all. Keep a player mind off it. Appreciate you, boss. God bless. Appreciate you, Sushi. Hope everything get better for you, bro. Hope everything get better for you, man. Lay the pieces. Put them comments in there next time. But appreciate you, man. We'll lay the pieces. Till 2014. MRN dropped a deuce and says, I feel like playing us was their Super Bowl. Probably talking about the 49ers. Yeah, but dog, like, where your magic points at? Like, did you use up all your points to beat us? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the business is? I don't know, man. I ain't gonna watch film on it though. Cowherd only smart move is hiring Voch and Scott. Other than that, we're not gonna say it because we're trying to get that contract. Sorry, Cowherd, we love you, man. We do love, we love Cowherd, man, for sure. And then Blade Brown drop 5 says, you constantly use my voice. I don't know what you mean. But love to hang up in my face when I call. After we kick y'all butt on Sunday, you would definitely block my calls. Eagles. Well, Blade Brown, this is what you don't understand, sir. And I thought of you as a smart guy, but maybe I was too hasty. But the phone lines just don't close for you. They close for everybody. So if Uncle Charlie can't call in, you can't call in, Sushi can't call in, like nobody can call in when the phone's is live. Now we go live every day at this time, Central. And I normally let opposite people call in on their team's week or whatever. So if you want to call in on Eagles Day at an adequate time, feel free. But if we talking about the Rams today, what possibly can you contribute to this conversation, Blade Brown? Even if we talk about the Eagles, what can you contribute to this damn conversation? Me and Sky like that. So we'll talk to you Wednesday, dog. I'm just glad you a fan of the show. Keeping it a buck. That's what I learned about a lot of these Eagles fans. They fans of the show. Alex the only one that's keeping it a buck for real. That's real enough to admit it. Rest of y'all fans, dog. But it's all good. Blade Brown said, you just using my voice. No, I'm not. Ain't your voice. That's AI.
Better be careful. We're gonna be the next Pat McAfee, and Blade gonna be like, lawyer up, buddy.
Yeah, we gonna get that bag. Yo, look, he gonna wait around.
Right,
yeah, buddy.
I need all my.
Just signed for what?
I need my royalties. Hey, we can't use that no more. Nope. Okay.
Because look, knowing us, we gonna keep using this shit all the way. Oh, hired by Fox Sports, we gonna keep Hey Voch. He want that royalty check.
Nah, that's what we do. We just switch. We just put some auto-tune on it. It ain't his voice no more.
Hey Voch. 1906 executive dropped the dub. It says, Voch, you have some dope watches. What's your favorite? I am concerned Tony isn't a feature back. Seems like his best success was when he lined up for Zeke and he was a change of pace back. I don't want to say it's his injury, but Tony seems to be a different back than what he once was. My favorite watch, I like this little Seiko turtle, man. It's a cool little work watch. You know what I mean? Watch guys have a lot of respect for the turtle, so you should know what the turtle is. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate you, Swatty Cop. I'm gonna keep stacking my bread. And I'm gonna turn to a different kind of watch guy one day. But fantastic question. Marcus Hardison says, "Shit." There we go. Marcus Hardison says, "At the volume." That's me, Will Steele, Blade Brown. Voch the Blade, I sound with your voice. You was using it wrong. Oh shit! You made it a big flop. I made it a sound drop. That what you saying, brother? I appreciate you. Marcus Hardison says, "At the volume." That's me, Will, and what's the name? At the volume. We got goals we're trying to reach. Overtime is the only way to do it, while champion is the only thing we're trying to be. Use your time wisely because it's time to go on a run. Come on, Scott. We've got goals we're trying to reach. Overtime is the only way to do it, while champion is the only thing we're trying to be. Oh, we're trying to be, Scott. We work overtime. You know how it is when our eyes red and these contacts get dry. You know how I go. Yeah. Gotta take these shits out now. You know how I go. Use your time wisely because it is time to go on a run. Lion sleep outside Lion sleep outside UNLV. Young Pimp, Young Lion, Young Goat, Young Ghost. Appreciate you, man. Oh, shouts out to Ace Hood. Okay, cool. So Marcus Hardison is incorporating rap lyrics in which we thought would be a fantastic idea. So just work hard. Cool little day. Cool little day. I felt a little rusty, but it's all good. I felt a little rusty today, but it's all right. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens when you have time off. We're going to keep getting time off, yeah? We just got to adapt. We got to make the adjustment. We're going to keep getting time off.
Yeah, it was a weird situation. We had the Monday night games. Yeah. Then you had the bye week, but we back now, man. We
back at it.
It's about to get, we're going on that run right now. Eagles up next. Got a couple, schedule gets a little favorable. Holiday. So we back.
And after it get favorable, that joint get tough.
Gets nutty, yeah.
Tough. Marcus says, trying to get my quotes in before I start my new gig Wednesday. Hey man, do what you got to do, Marcus. Do what you got to do. We understand. Home gonna always be home, and when you come through, we'll hit the button and we'll act accordingly. Okay. Download DraftKings. Download DraftKings. Use promo code VOCH. If you bet $5, you instantly get $200 back in bonus bets on NBA action. Skywalker, Steele boy, what you think about Wham Bam Yama? And what you think about boy and Luka don't and Luka don't kick, boy? What you think about, boy? Luka don't kick and Wham Bam Yama. What you think about them boys, Scott? Yeah,
that's great.
Bet
Wham
on that.
Bam Yama.
Wham Bam Yama.
Victor Wham Bam, thank you, ma'am.
Bet on that NBA action, boy. Why start talking like that, Scott? Bet on that action, boy. Download the DraftKings app. Download that.
No, I don't like it.
Yeah. Get her done. But yeah.
Wham Bam Yama is wild, bro.
For all the NBA action. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on all socials at VOCHLOMBARDI. Whenever we get the film, we'll be doing that on Patreon, patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. Be sure to like and follow and subscribe to all of the volume pages. And follow Skywalker Steele at Skywalker, STEELE, and A to Z Dallas on YouTube in the morning, 8:30 to 10:30. Appreciate you, sir. For the rest of y'all hooligans, man, y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski, the Peasky Whiskey. We're going to tell you what we learned from the film tomorrow. And then we got Philly 2 days. Ain't even Philly weeks. That's Philly a couple days. All right. Volume.
Are you not entertained?
Another bit.
Are you not entertained? Come on in. Hey.
He's writing down every single time you do it.
It's not that big. I'm playing. Colin Cowherd heard he's using my likeness. My name, image, and likeness.
I need my NIL deal.